Hey folks, welcome back to Abundant Life Homestead. Today was unofficially the third day of the 2025 Tri-State Antique Gas Engine and Tractor Show, better known as the Portland Tractor Engine Show, or also known as the largest tractor engine show in the world. And I tell you what, this show ain't even started. I'm tired. It's kind of a long day. Spent most of the morning helping Lee get the rest of the flea market booth set up, and then Lee wasn't getting too many customers, but I didn't want to get too far away from him. The closest displays to the building where he's set up is the garden tractor area. So I spent some time walking around the garden tractor area, even met some nice guys with a pretty good story. You can check that out now. Alright, Lee's pretty well taken care of. I don't want to stray too far away, so let's come look at some of these early arrivals in the lawn and garden tractors. 1968 Wheel Horse 500 Special, Terry Bashore of Greenville, Ohio. Wheel Horse C161 automatic. Plate says it's a 1979 C161, Dustin Bashore, Laura, Ohio. Over here, it looks like we got a Maytag engine on the table. This must be where they hang out. And a Stowe, or Sato S550G. Another Maytag engine sitting in front of it. Don't know much anything about those. Alright, this says Ron and Kay Klosterman, Greenville, Ohio. Number 534 Ubler manure spreader and a 1936 Maytag engine. A couple other engines on the ground here. And two John Deere 110s. This one says a 62 John Deere 110, Gary Hill of Huntington, West Virginia. We do get people from all over the world come to this show. Pretty much every state is represented by the time everybody gets here. 1966 110, Ron and Kay Klosterman, Greenville, Ohio. Going back up this way, we got a couple of engines. Both International Harvester. Maytag upright engines, Harlan and Terry Pierce, Buford, Illinois. They got three of them on display here. Well, that's neat. Custom job, I imagine. International Harvester made to look like a regular, or an F-12 or an F-20. Got a Kohler engine in it. A Wheel Horse Raider 10 6-speed. Also got a cold front blowing through that could be bringing some rain with it. Another reason I don't want to get too far from Lee over there. Here we go, a Wheel Horse. There's a 10 horsepower Tecumseh in it. $753 it says. There's another old wheel horse. That one says 502. Two look very similar. Take me some time to figure out what the differences are. Got a Cub Cadet 100. International Cub Cadet 100, Brad and Amy Strait, Portland, Indiana. John Deere 318. It's a John Deere 110 with a little homemade cart on the back. See a whole lot of John Deere 110s at these shows. It's a popular one to own and restore.
Have you been all over?
Not all over, but I've been quite a bit.
Have you seen the guy that carries the replacement axe handles and that?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nope. Thank you.
Yep. Look at that little Ford mini baler. On a miniature Ford 4000. Sure that's not actually a 4000, but couldn't tell you what they built that on. Let's get a look around this baler. Actually saw this baler in action last year. After the threshing, they went through and made some bales out of the straw that came from the steam threshing. And you see on the back of this tractor, he's got a PTO and remotes down there. Yep, that one's been around before. Still a cool machine. And this is part of the same collection. He's got a wagon. He's got the hay rake. He got the whole setup here. Here we got Ford 7000. That's what he's got on it. Got a big Briggs & Stratton engine in it. And then a little Ford 2-bottom plow. Imagine that's probably a custom job too. Some neat stuff. Oh, and you look at the back of this 7000, he's got, I don't know if we can see him down in there, he's got dual remotes and a PTO. He put a lot of work into making that. That's pretty cool. Afterwards, I decided to run up another line out here in the tractor display area. Give you another preview of some of the early arrivals. They arrive much later than now. They're not really going to be early anymore, but let's take a look at some of the tractors that have come in. All right, let's take a walk and look at some of these early arrivals out here in the display area, the non-featured area. We won't be able to get to all of them during the show, so I'm sure there'll be some spaces filled in that we missed, but that's okay. This one caught my eye as a Farmall H with a skeleton driving it. This Alice Chalmers G, we saw this one come off a trailer on Sunday. It's 1948 Alice Chalmers G, owned by Robert and Bonnie Kuhn of Ridgeville, Indiana. Got a car coming up behind me. This one says Sisk 1958 Ford Powermaster 961. And it's apparently missing a wheel right now. I'm pretty sure they pull with this one when they have the tractor pulls. It's another thing we didn't do last year, tractor pulls. We might yet. This looks like an Alice Chalmers. Couldn't tell you what model it is. It doesn't have any kind of plaque on it. It's very similar to this Alice Chalmers. We got a Alice Chalmers 5020, more of a garden tractor size there. He's got a flat tire. Ford 901 Selecto Speed Diesel Turbo. And it says 1961 981D. Dave Van Tilburg, Salina, Ohio. He's got duals on one side and looks like a 3-bottom plow back here. 4-bottom plow. Wonder if we'll see him in the demonstration field. There's an Oliver 70. Pretty well entirely patinaed. John Deere B. It's another popular tractor at the shows. You see a whole lot of these. Here's a 1944 Farmall B, Marvin Evers, Fort Recovery, Ohio. Now, David and I were talking last night. They made a whole lot of A's and B's. More than they made of any other, especially the letter series. I don't remember all the numbers, but the Farmall A, they made 117,000. Just about the same number of B's, I believe. And you don't see a whole lot at shows. But you do find some. Here's an old Dodge truck. Belongs to, I'll get a shot of it from back here. Belongs to the Randolph County Antique Club. These guys, I was gonna go to their show this year and I missed it. Missed it for family things. Oh, that wind feels good. This is an international. I'll have to look at it. See what would. Well, that doesn't tell. That's apparently it's up for auction. I don't know what model's under here. I'm sorry, I can't tell you. I mean, it's utility, so maybe it's like a 560 utility. I don't know. Could be wrong. It's about the right size for a 560 utility, but it ain't got the right grill for that, so not certain on that one. Here's an Alice Chalmers. I think that's like a B or a C, the Alice Chalmers. I got a Simplicity 4040. All of these have tags on the front. Let me get a close-up of this one. Max and Connie Jennings online-only antique tractor auction. www.flesherbrothers.com. Bidding opens October 5th, 2025. Bidding begins ending October 15th at 6 p.m. Visit our website or call Gentry Flesher for more information. So that Unidentified International, this Alice Chalmers, this Simplicity, looks like we got some more, all part of this, going to be part of that auction. Got Alice Chalmers G, it's got a single bottom plow on it, still looks like it's part of that auction. Alice Chalmers WD-45 here, wide front end, also part of that auction. Now here's an interesting knot tractor, probably a Model T panel truck or panel wagon. See if we can get a better shot from the front. It's got a, well, it's a historic license plate, so I don't know. Some license plates tell the year of the vehicle, that one doesn't. That's pretty neat. And this one, I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. 4 something diesel. Maybe it's on the tag or maybe it's on the other side. There we go, Massey Harris 444. And it appears this one is also part of that same auction that I just showed. We got a big gap here, but we'll come back and look at this little cub. It's a cub lowboy. Ron and Karen Bailey of Union City, Indiana. Alright, next up we got a Farmall Super MTA. I see a few of these at this show. A lot of them pull. I like to pull with these. You got a little wheel horse owned by Ava and Tucker Napke. And here we got a Minneapolis Moline GB 1955 owned by Randy Bickle and Luke Napke in memory of Bob Schmidt. That's a big boy. A 1972 Case 444 owned by Randy and Mary Bickle. Pretty nice Farmall M here. No name plaque on it. And Super H. I like the Super H. 1953 Farmall Super H, Phil and Nancy Strait of Portland, Indiana. And we have a 1956 Cockshut 40 Deluxe, Caitlin and Caleb Smith of Denver, Indiana. Ford 5000. That's another big boy. I wonder what this is all about. Wouldn't even guess yet. Well, we got a few of them. We can come up the backside here. Looks like a few Fords in a row. Got a buzzsaw for this one. Belt driven. Another Ford, Ferguson beside it. And last year the featured tractor was the Ford. So a lot of these were probably up front last year. Tim Beeks, 1950 Ford 8N, in memory of L.H. Gamble. We got a nice H here. 1946 H, Farmall, Tim Beeks of Huntington, Indiana. And we got a 51M, also owned by Tim Beeks of Huntington, Indiana. Here's an H, appears to be a working tractor, and still got a little mud in the treads. That's what I like to come and look at the ones that get used out on the farm. I mean, nothing wrong with the show queens and those that are built just for show, but I like to see the ones that get used. Here we have a Super MTA. Take a look up here. Got a little John Deere stuck in the dust collection jar. I just touched that guy's tractor. I'm sorry. That's funny. Sticking that little John Deere in there. Here's an M. It's got brackets for what would probably be like a manure bucket, like a trip bucket. Though I'm not sure. I wouldn't quote me on that. There's another Ford. A whole lot of these up in this area. Fords and Fergusons. If we circle right back around this row, that's what we're going to run into. A lot of Fords and Fergusons right here. But you may see something a little different on one that you can pause and look at. Something I missed, or just admire each individual one like I do. There's a Minneapolis Moline Z. 1947 Minneapolis Moline Z, purchased new by Bill Leemaster, current owner Austin Leemaster, 4th generation. Now, before I saw it said Z, I was going to say it was a Minneapolis Moline R, but it's a Z. 4 generations, same tractor. That's awesome. Now, let's see who we got coming by here. John Deere 60. Coming up the other way. John Deere 320. I like the sound of that 320 that just went by. Yeah, you can see all the tractors that have filled in just since Sunday. There's really still one more setup day for everybody to fill up these holes. I'd have a hard time getting you around to all these tractors, let alone anything else in the show, but I think we're gonna go this way. It says 12 Miss Massey Ferguson variable speed. It's pink. We got quite a few Fords and an Oliver here. I think we'll get a better variety if we go down this side. Let's go down this side. Got a Ferguson. A 1953 Massey Harris Pony. Joe and Karen Icano, Parma, Ohio. Here's another one. Doesn't have a year on it, doesn't say. It was restored by Richard Rogers, owned by Jacob Wall, Portland, Indiana. Another pony. And here's a white McCormick Farmall Cub demonstrator. Seen a couple demonstrators out through here with the Cubs. One of them out there is like that yellowish gold demonstrator collar they used. Guess that would get attention at a show. Here's a 1957 Cub owned by Larry Gray of New Palestine, Indiana. Alice Chalmers WD-45, 1954, owned by Robbie and Becky Parker of Gaston, Indiana. There's Ford. I think it's supposed to say Ford Power Master there. Any Ford enthusiasts, feel free to beat me if I'm wrong. Cub Cadet 108. And we have a little Oliver Mini 60 by Ollie Davis of Greenville, Ohio. Made up to look like an Oliver 60. And an Oliver Super 44. And we're going to let traffic pass. And an Oliver Super 44. Notice that's got a wide front and an offset seat. Very similar to the A. 1957 Super 44. Chuck Stebbins and Austin Davis of Greenville, Ohio. You got a big engine in this cart here. It's got an International Harvester magneto, so I assume it's an International Harvester Type M engine. Oh, starting to lose my grip a little bit. Another Oliver. 1962 Oliver 770. Michael Nurge of Decatur, Indiana. Oliver 77 row crop. Here's a Silver King. I think we saw this one in last year's videos. We might have even seen it running. We might have even had this running last year. At least in the moments that I was around it. 1936, owned by Dennis Gruss of Portland, Indiana. Here's a Ford. Not sure what it is. See if I can squeeze in here without touching anything. It's got a couple of plows on the back. Or two bottom plow on the back. It's kind of neat. And more traffic coming behind me. Oliver 88. Here we've got a Farmall BN. That's something I'll have to ask David about it. Oh, probably narrow, be narrow. Maybe. I'll have to ask David about that, the BN version. He'll know. It's a 1945 Farmall BN by Cody Wendell of St. Henry, Ohio, in memory of Mel Evers. Here's another H. Sure a pretty tractor. And you've probably heard me say 1,000 times, Melinda wants an H. It's 1945 Farmall H, Joe Wendell, St. Henry, Ohio. And here's a, looks like not too old of a restoration. It's a 1953 Super H, owned by Keith Dews of Salina, Ohio. Here we have another H. Looks like a well-loved tractor. It's a 1933 or 39. 1939 Farmall H, owned by Marvin Evers of Fort Recovery, Ohio. We have a Minneapolis Moline 445. Big old wide front end. What's this say? Bergman Farms. It's got a Bergman Farms decal on it. And here we've got a Minneapolis Moline Jetstar 3. It says diesel and super. And Minneapolis Moline long life engine. Here's another Minneapolis Moline. Couldn't tell you the model unless it's got a plate on the other side. There we go, 1957 5-star, owned by Jacob Bergman, Fort Recovery, Ohio. Here's another Minneapolis Moline. That one we just looked at is a 5-star. This looks like a super 4-star. Got a lot of bronze colored paint on it. Interesting paint scheme. Minneapolis Moline 4-star, 1959. Dwayne, Christy Cole, and Allison Bergman of Fort Recovery, Ohio. Here's another Minneapolis Moline Z. Model Z, owned by Allison Bergman of Fort Recovery, Ohio. The Ford 961 Powermaster Diesel. Alice Chalmers 175. Another Farmall Super MTA. It's a 1954 Super MTA, owner Napke family. In memory of Vess Napke, thanks Floyd and Joan. Here's another one with the Bergman Farms logo, Minneapolis Moline G1000 diesel. That's a big tractor. It's a 1967 G1000, Bergman Farms, Fort Recovery, Ohio. Co-op E4 diesel. 1955 Co-op E4, Noel Brumman, Avon, Indiana. Gamble's Farm Crest 30. Sure looks a lot like that Co-op diesel. 1948 Cockshutt Gamble's Farm Crest 30, Noel Brumman, Avon, Indiana. I mean, you look at these two tractors side by side, don't they look nearly identical? I think they do. Cockshut. It's a 1946 Oliver Cockshut 60. Also owned by Noel Brumman of Avon, Indiana. And we get a Cockshut 70. It's a 70 standard, it says. Also owned by Noel Brum, Avon, Indiana. And we got traffic behind me. The Cockshut 60. Cockshut 60 standard, 1948, owned by the same Noel Brown. This one on the front says 1952 Co-op E2. Owned by Kunk Construction, Andrew and Nancy Kunk. Here we have a yellow cub. If you're watching this day to day, that yellow cub that I was looking at when I first got here is already sold. Thankfully, it gets it off of my mind. 1968 International Cub, Lance and Jessica, Tipton, Indiana, in memory of Jim Purcell and in memory of Howard and Rosemary Leckrone. It's the yellow cub. There's a Farmall H. Ed Martin and family, Eaton, Indiana. Farmall 504. Here's a 504 utility. Now that one we were looking at a little bit ago is part of that auction. It had the grill like this, but I think it was still a little bigger. I'm wondering if it was a 560 utility. I don't even know if they made a utility in 560, but my memory just tells me the one we were looking at was a little bigger than this 504 utility. Alice Chalmers D21. That's another big boy tractor. Series 2 turbocharged diesel. It's a 1964 Alice D21 owned by Mick Roush of Roll, Indiana. That big one makes this one look tiny. Alice Chalmers D10. 1963 Alice D10 owned by Mick Roush of Roll, Indiana. And that's the end of this row. So much more to see, but my legs are getting tired. Let's see what we got coming out on the trailer here. 560. That's Robbie. I know this guy. Yeah, tired as my legs are, I'll come up here and give him a little crap, I think. Hey, Robbie.
Hey.
Hey, you got...
Thank you for bringing stuff.
You got the exhibitor card that we need?
Yep. What do you guys got?
I brought in a Farmall A and a 1981 Kubota.
Nope.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You gonna park that over where you got the M
Yeah.
and stuff? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna park over there with the M.
Because David was going to bring his 560 in, but I don't think it's going to make it now. He's got hydraulic problems.
This one had hydraulic problems.
They all do at some point, don't they?
Yeah, and 560s are known for that.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Help fill in our spaces a little bit.
Yeah. And next year, I'll bring all 5 of my tractors next year.
Hey, well, next year International is a feature.
Yeah.
We'll all be up there together.
Yeah. I thought about dragging one of my hay balers, but I don't really want to leave it set outside.
Yeah.
I understand that.
I got 2 of them. 530 or 430s.
430s. Nice.
One of them I haven't used for 2 years now because I bought another one.
You got one in the backup or one
Yeah.
for easy parts?
Yeah, it's for backup. It was one that I traded a guy 2 round bales
There's
of hay.
Larry
Right
on the
model
golf
that
cart.
didn't run for it. He tried to bale with it. It wouldn't work. Took me a little while to fix it.
So this will be over. This will be over in our family area here shortly. Robbie's not exactly family, but he's been neighbor with Lloyd for oh, God knows how long. Probably at least 30 years. That's his 560 diesel. Now I'm going to walk back over there where Larry just pulled up, and I'm going to sit for a while. Now there's no way in the world I'd be able to show you every tractor that comes in, and that's just part of the game, but I'll be sure to try to visit some more of these areas again as the show really kicks off. We've still got 4 days of this left: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday after church we're still going to be going at it, just bringing tractors home and stuff. There's really no activities that day. But in the evening, I got the idea again that I really wanted to go find a ignition condenser tester. So headed back into the East End sales. This is like the first time. This year is the first time in 6 years I've headed into East End sales. But I went into East End sales, met some great people, spent some time with them, and then I guess you can watch and find out if I finally found what I was looking for. Must be the interesting show of the moment. There's a whole lot of people watching. I got a little dozer here. Oh, I remember this one. She's the one that blew out my microphone last year. We get a couple engines here now. That's an International TD9. Not certain. Looks like one though. I looked this something up for you last night. That John Deere 180 you said you got from your papa. You wasn't sure if it was old or new. The John Deere 180 was made from 1986 to 1990. So how old it is would depend on how young you are.
I'm 17.
You're 17? Yeah, it probably seems old to you then.
My 180? Huh? My 180?
She wasn't sure how old her 180 was. They were made from 1986 to 1990.
It was originally my uncle's, her brother, and then my uncle gave it to my grandpa.
Okay.
and I got it after my papa passed away. So I kind of inherited it. Like I told you, yes.
I am continuing my quest to find a condenser tester.
A condenser tester.
Yeah. He was here yesterday, said he didn't have one.
I don't think we have.
We weren't even fully unloaded yet.
Yeah, we weren't
Yeah.
even. He probably still don't have everything unloaded.
No, there's.
I don't think we have one either.
It's not a common tool.
Hey,
Average person didn't have them in their own home garage.
Chuck!
You got Granddaddy to look at.
Are they both named Chuck?
Yeah. That's.
Third and fourth.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have a. What did you say?
Condenser tester. Ignition condenser tester.
Not a tester.
Okay. That's kind of my quest this weekend. I want to find a condenser tester. They're not very common.
I don't think
Automotive shops had them, but just the average Joe didn't have one.
Through here, you might find it somewhere.
I'm hoping so. I found a lot of testers and things, but just not one for condensers yet.
No, I was calling him.
You don't have a condenser tester?
No, he
No, I already asked him last night.
Oh,
Yeah,
condenser?
yeah.
tester.
Tester? No. You didn't find one, huh?
Not yet. Not yet. But
Well,
Air
this is a
so
big
still,
thing,
ain't it?
so hopefully you find.
there's a lot of stuff here. There's probably one here. It's just whether or not I come across one.
So see, you buy a tractor, you can drive it around.
You
You
get
don't
these
have
spots quicker.
to. Yes.
Now I know where she got it from.
We even got golf carts that we even get you
She's-
there quicker.
I told him she's his future CFO, Chief Financial Officer. Yeah, I don't come into the East End very often, but I want a condenser tester, so I'm here. It's probably been 6 years since I walked down any of these lanes, you
The
know.
best way to probably do is stop at every single one and ask.
Yeah, that just takes all day. I just gotta look around. You know,
Well, see,
I
if
can
you
look
had
at
a-
this trailer and know I don't see one.
If
So.
you had a tractor or golf cart, you can make
I
it.
know.
Just put a sign up.
Yeah, there
you
you
know.
go. Somebody looking for a
We'll work for a condenser tester. Probably still won't find one. My fear is that I'll find one and it'll be one that ran off of obsolete vacuum tubes and I won't be able to get the vacuum tubes. But
Or they'll want so much for you, like, hey,
yeah,
where's
yeah.
Yeah.
That should send you my homepage.
it? Oh, I feel sprinkling. Yes.
Not long.
For a minute. No, we're not supposed to get any big storms, so.
Right there. I got it.
Oh my god.
Big black chicken. What's that one? Oh yeah. Up until last week, I had 6 years worth of beard and hair growth. My wife and kids cut it off
You see my
on
brother.
YouTube.
Hey, he's got a crook on his page.
No,
Somebody was with a camera yesterday. To
I was just kind of cruising through here last night, and she grabbed me up and trying to get me to buy about everything, including.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, even when we advertise her golf cart washing
Even
and
though you
changing
don't need it.
tires, and yeah,
Yeah, I changed tires.
she's the little
I really
salesman.
want one of them. That would be really handy.
Where'd you
So
get it?
Hold it, set it up.
I got this one at Best Buy. You can get it at other places. That's a GoPro Hero 13 Creator Edition. So it's got like extra battery power in the handle, and the handle is also a little tripod, so you can sit it down, and it's got its own tripod attachment too, and
Oh my god.
hopefully
That's all
don't.
you're gonna hear. We gotta go to Best Buy.
Oh, knock on wood, we're starting out good this year. I already sold one.
Oh, that's good.
It's not even really
That's good.
opening day, so.
Yeah, we set up in the green building. We sell coins up there. We've had $100 in sales so far. Not many people going through there yet, but
But tomorrow,
it's not like this. You guys start at noon on Sunday and everybody starts coming through. You know,
Right.
we've just
well, they
had
officially
stragglers
open
here and there.
tomorrow, so- What'd you do?
Dropped it on her toe.
They officially open tomorrow, so it will be a lot. I'm not looking forward to it. It's
Yeah.
been kind of hit and miss, people here and there,
I want to
Because-
downsize.
Yeah,
running back and forth. And
yeah,
tomorrow it's going to be like, you ain't sitting down for nothing.
yep.
I
I got
don't
all the
forget.
tractors home. I can't fit them all in my trailer, so Need to downsize some.
Hopefully you sell a few. Hopefully you sell a few.
He gave me all of his tractor parts that he had last year for the last 25 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had
Now-
this trailer loaded. He shows over to our office.
Springtime, he gave me everything that was in his trailer. It's at my house. I was like, I don't want it.
The only way to downsize means someone else has to
It's
upsize.
karma, because half the stuff that I stripped and I didn't sell it each year, I donated it to him because he goes to all these shows, and now he's donating it back to me. And I don't want it.
Hey, Mom, he's a
They were
redneck.
dying to get in there.
Mom, he's a redneck too. His name's Red.
I'm a daggone redneck. I ain't...
So everybody's like, you ain't got shoes on you. I'm like, it runs through her blood. What do you
Yep.
want?
Yep.
I'm Native American, so that don't
And
count.
the hillbilly runs through the blood.
Mm-hmm.
He's recording us.
It's all right. I'm getting ready to walk away. I got to continue my search. I've got to find an ignition condenser tester.
You take a tractor, you can drive around.
Oh,
there's golf
she didn't
carts.
say bye. She said take.
No, you got
That's
buy.
I got it on
There's
camera. You
golf
said
carts,
take.
There's golf carts down there you can buy, you know.
I've got it on camera. You just said take a tractor.
You gotta buy it.
I would, but it's green. Sorry.
It's the
They're John
best.
Deere.
I told you
Well,
we're
I guess a Ford.
go look at our little corner down there. It's all red. There's a little bit. There's one orange there, but it's all red. Yeah, yeah. We're a red family. We don't bleed green.
Either has a motor and runs it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the Ford.
It runs like a deer. Oh, deer.
I drove with nothing.
And
Yeah, I've owned a lot of different companies, but
Upstate
Not
New York.
finding around right
I'm not
now.
from the city. I'm from the country.
yeah.
Quit.
But no, gotta give you crap about the green because we're a red family. But growing up, I mean, I learned to drive tractors on a John Deere B and a Farmall F-12. We had both. Nothing wrong with either one, but
I started driving when I was about 8 or 9.
I was 8 when I learned.
restored them.
Yeah.
John Deere's. I still remember being this
didn't do
big, and he's always popping wheelies with them.
Yeah. They're sure.
Me again.
Pulling into the driveway, popping a wheelie with John Deere. I'm like,
Like I said, I'm gonna knock you out. Stop.
I can make my little Farmall pop a wheelie. I prefer not to. All right, I am getting back in my search, so
all right,
you guys take
Have a
care.
good day.
You'll probably see me again because I doubt I'll find anything today.
and tomorrow I'll do another search.
I'll walk back through here searching again. You should probably leave them in. Dad joke.
At least she don't have her leg laying around somewhere.
That wouldn't be good. All right, we'll see you folks later.
Take it easy.
The hardest part is trying to decide which direction to go at every one of these intersections. Which direction might I find what I'm looking for? Let's see. I know we didn't walk down this aisle yesterday. Let's come up here. Let's see. These guys look like they got a lot of small engines and small engine parts. Whoa. I'm looking for something very specific.
What's that?
An ignition condenser tester.
Ignition
Ignition condenser tester.
tester.
Yes.
The only piece I have is down here that will do coils and condensers.
It'll do coils and condensers.
Piece right here.
Model 79 ignition analyzer.
The book is here. You can read it.
Uh-huh.
It'll tell you what all it can do. It'll know more than I do.
to solid transistor ignition. Small engines like chainsaws, weed trimmers, lawnmowers, conventional magneto and battery coils and condensers. Sold.
Okay. I do know it works because I did use it,
Okay.
but I ended up getting me a different model so I decided I'll sell this one instead of keeping two.
I've only stopped at maybe 50 places for real. You're the first one that had an actual condenser tester.
Give a $5 bill. You need something?
Model 79 ignition analyzer. 800 series Merctronic.
They're expensive, brand
yeah,
new. If you research that one.
Yeah, I was expecting somewhere north of $100 for one. So.
And it's valued more than that.
Yeah.
But I didn't pay that much for it. I got me a good deal. This is getting my money back.
Well, I appreciate it, absolutely. Thanks, sir.
You bet, thank you. But you'll want to read the book, How to Do It.
Yeah.
There's a trick to that trade on that one.
Yeah, okay. So there you go, kind of a view or a bit of my long day today. I do appreciate you joining me today. If you like what I'm doing here, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button. Interact below, leave a comment, tell me what your favorite tractor is. If I made a mistake in something I identified, let me know. Your interaction with the videos really helps keep the video going and puts it out to more viewers. If you'd really like to support what we do here, consider joining as a member. I have 3 levels of membership. You can take a look at them and see what the benefits are. And the only thing that I can tell you that's not included in the list is if you sign on as a ministry supporter, $5 from your membership every month goes into our ministry fund. And we talk about that more in our morning Bible studies. But not going to push you to do it, but if you'd like to support what we're doing here, it would be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, I thank you all for joining me today. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will continue showing you as much as I can of the tractor engine show. And if there's anything specific you'd like to see this week, as long as the show's going on, leave me a comment, say, hey, show me more Minneapolis Moline, show us more Oliver, anything like that. I would do my best to get to it. I'll do my best to show you what you want to see. Otherwise, until tomorrow, just keep on nourishing your dreams, cultivating your passions, embracing the beauty of God's creation. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. This old man is going home, but I will see you then.